He will come next Monday. No? Just a moment. Takahashi. Delete.
So much, so many emails and maps.
Oh my god. So much. Takahashi. Oh yeah. Next Monday.
I'm afraid I don't have any material for Monday yet.
No, I just asked a question for you. Well, you can repeat this today. But maybe he's going to answer at 5. I try to confirm him today, right? Okay. Go ahead.
So, loneliness will become death cause number 1.
Right. Exactly. This is, we have no answer how to solve it.
Right.
Do you know the 30% of elder men will live alone, like him.
That doesn't mean that they are lonely.
But the loneliness. Not loneliness. Not loneliness. Not lonely.
But loneliness will be a very serious problem. Death cause number 1.
Cause number 1.
Alienated younger generation will look overseas for new community to belong to. Because the elderly generation will turn their back on them. The younger generation will have to look overseas for new community to belong to. The next generation in Japan may prosper as a result. More global outlook, decentralization of power after 10, 15, 20 years. Significantly improved ties with Asian neighbors.
Really?
Yeah, because it doesn't. First of all, history will become further and further distant.
You mean the Japanese can speak English in future?
Yeah.
Great.
Good. Yeah, I think that because the younger generation will not be accepted by the elder generation, they will find that their world will not lie inside Japan. The younger generation will not want to go back to traditional Japanese values. And that means that basically they are more or less driven outside of the country for their relationships. Now, this will not immediately lead to...
You said 15, 20 years?
Yeah. At the moment, not yet. Not immediately. That will take some time. We still need 1-2 generations to pass. But I think that basically that will make sense. I mean, Japan is not an exciting environment for young people. It's not vibrant. There are a lot of elderly people that are a burden for young people. They will try to find opportunities outside of Japan because this is not a vibrant economy. So they will look overseas, and it will be very easy because the technology will allow you to do that, to build up relationships overseas. So that will lead to more exposure to international environment, and that in itself will lead to better relationship between Japan and the overseas countries. Another thing, Japan will follow the Nordic model.
Just a moment, but still, I have some skeptical for those people, or those young people go abroad.
Really?
Yeah. Because they are educated in just only in English, in Japanese, right? How come they can go outside?
Oh, they
I just, I only one fact know that is Japanese people, young people, they don't want to study overseas.
at the moment.
Yeah.
At the moment, but why is that? Because Japanese companies, they don't value their experience. Basically, actually, they're more suspicious.
No, they don't want to go outside.
Yeah, because there's no bonus for them. I mean, it used to be that if you went outside, you get a global vision, you get a better job, but that's not the case. Going outside, you're more or less a betrayer, but you're trying to run away from the Kibishi Japanese educational system. That's the general understanding for a lot of employers regarding young people who studied overseas.
Japanese education system will not change next 10 years.
Really?
No, I don't think so. Can you replace teachers?
Of course, with e-learning, etc. Why would you continue to give this poor level education, English education?
School is not e-learning. Like elementary school, middle, high, the teacher is the same.
No.
The current majority of the teacher is not neutral.
Right, but I mean, they cannot uphold this poor level of English education.
As you know, this is a majority of the teachers never stand up. In the case of Ansem.
Right, but that doesn't mean that they don't love children.
They don't love country.
Yeah, love country. That's a different issue. That's a different issue. But I think that
and they can speak English.
Right, but do you really think that in 10 years' time the English education will be exactly the same as it is today?
Yeah.
This is obviously broken.
Okay, if we can go into switching teachers, it's possible. But teacher is the same. This world never change.
But if you were on the educational board in Japan, would you actually...
I tell you, okay, teachers, are you interested in overseas? Yes. Do you like go overseas? No, I don't want to go. So those teachers teach children. Teach children never change their mind.
Right, but children now they can actually they have access to actually either learn from their Japanese teacher, learn English, or go into an e-learning program with American English teachers. My niece is 5 years old. She learns English on her iPad, and every week, twice, she meets with a teacher either in the United States or somewhere in Europe, directly, face to face, and they communicate in English.
Japanese are not.
Yeah, but they will. They will, and they actually will. I mean, the technology is out there. My niece now speaks English. She understands everything. She doesn't speak it so much, but she understands everything. When I speak to her in English, for her, she can follow everything. So that is already out there. That it's about to happen because the English education in Japan is broken.
I just started my school for 5 years ago, but since then, many Japanese come here and disappeared. But all those people, they are very, very educated, but they cannot speak English. I don't think they're going to change next 10 years.
Yeah, but they are not going to change. There's a younger generation is going to change.
Younger generations are the same.
No, I don't think so.
Can you imagine our younger people joining here, but still he training English training. He have just encouraged to study English, but still nothing.
But Uno-san, can you imagine that you are working for the government in the education board, and in 10 years' time you have all this technology around you, and you would still uphold English teachers from Japanese origin who don't speak English? No, you're going to introduce...
No, they cannot. Impossible. I know that. English speaking is not easy. But Japanese education system, they cannot master speaking English.
So
You
they
see?
need to change the system, and
No, they
that
cannot.
education is available everywhere.
They cannot. Everywhere, English school. Everywhere, English school. Everybody go to English school, but nobody cannot speak English.
Right, but but that's the well, basic.
はい、皆さんこんにちは、雲野です。今日はですね、雲野塾の研修のプログラムをご紹介したいと思います。で、こういうふうなホームページありますけれども、ぜひですね、一度中身をご覧になっていただきたいと思います。今日はブーキューブさんのスタジオに来て、この収録をしておりますので、中身はこういうふうになってて、今最近ホットなね、グローバルリーダーの定義など書いてあります。で、特に経団連が作成しました、留学すれば英語ができて専門性を持つというだけではですね、グローバルリーダーになれないとここに書いてありますようにですね、仕事ができる、専門性を持つ、英語ができるだけじゃなくてですね、私どもの塾ではリベラルアーツということ、それからもう一つは孫子の兵を、さらにはですね、日本の歴史というものを合わせて教えることによって、皆さんが海外の欧米の方々と、もしくは華僑圏の方々と正々堂々と渡り合えるような人物を育成しようというふうなことを考えています。ここに次のスライドが出ておりますけれども、ここに書いてありますのはですね、さらに、私どもの雲野塾の中身につきましてはですね、欧米の資料しか使っておりません。また実際に雲野塾は英語でやっておりますので、英語の講師がこう話しておりますけど、学習はですね、日本の歴史をまだ教えてますので、学習の午後はですね、日本のプログラムをしております。で、以前はこれ有料だったので、今はですね、実際に会場費も取っていただいておりませんで、毎回5000円ということで、朝9時から午後5時までやっておりますので、ぜひ皆さんですね、ご検討の上ご参加いただければと。英語のできない方もですね、学習の午後こういうふうな研修をしておりますので、ぜひご参加いただければというふうに思っておりますので、よろしくお願いします。で、ここにさらにですね、グループ討議とか実務の勘どころを教えると書いてありますけど、実際には私が10年ほどですね、欧米の新聞とか雑誌等をですね、集めてきた、もともと英語のベースでございますので、そうしたものをですね、50セッションのテーマに分けて資料作成をしております。そういうことで、世界のオペレーション、もしくはカントリーリスクも含めてですね、しかも世界のトップの方々に対しても、いろいろな分析とか洞察をしてですね、議論をしております。そういったことも含めてですね、今後ともよろしくお願いしたいと思います。以上で私の挨拶を終えますが、今回のこのビデオの収録にあたってはですね、V キューブさんのスタジオをお借りしてですね、お時間を頂戴して、このビデオを作成させていただきました。よろしくお願いします。どうもありがとうございました。